It's been over a decade since movie fans were first awakened to the face of pure evil.
That's the same atrocious aftershave you wore in court.
I need your advice, Dr. Lecter.
If you recall well, our last collaboration ended rather messily.
Anthony Hopkins returns for a third helping of a role that made him a legend. Red Dragon has been in top secret production for over a year, and it only comes out 18 months after Lecter's last appearance in the ultra-controversial Hannibal. Audiences are still debating whether that film was a stylish horror film or a glorified bloodbath. Now Lecter returns to theaters in a prequel that takes place well before the Oscar-winning Silence of the Lambs. This was years before the Clarice Starling character of the previous films. Ed Norton stars as the FBI man who first captured Lecter and now goes back to him with a whole new case.
You get to see the file on this case. And there's another reason.
I'm all ears.
I thought you might enjoy the challenge. Find out if you're smarter than the person I'm looking for.
Then by implication you think you're smarter than I am, since it was you who caught me.
No, I know I'm not smarter than you.
Then how did you catch me?
You're insane.
Hopkins and Norton join the finest list of A-list actors to be gathered in years, including Ralph Fiennes, Emily Watson, Harvey Keitel, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
So it's true that Lecter's actually helping with your investigation.
We may have a little over 3 weeks before this freak does it again.
I might not have time.
I do. I have oodles.
If deja vu has kicked in, well, you're probably thinking of Manhunter back in 1986. Red Dragon is in fact a remake of this underground classic that featured William Peterson long before his CSI days, and the great character actor Brian Cox as Lecter. Manhunter is regarded by many film fans as one of the great films of the 80s, and the release of Red Dragon an insult and a waste of an idea. I've always believed that as far as remakes go, if you're going to remake a movie, then, well, why remake a good one? There's a million bad films out there that could have been made better. But Red Dragon challenges that theory. When you have a legendary actor and a legendary character combination, well, then a reinterpretation of a film may not be a bad thing. Manhunter fans will be happy to know that Red Dragon doesn't disappoint. It's a successful multi-layered film that's not only a fitting complement to the Lecter series, but a brilliant piece of emotional and intellectual narrative in its own right. Forget the Friday the 13th stuff. This is a horror film in its purest sense. Complex, intriguing characters walking the thin line between insanity and human nature. It's not a movie for the squeamish, but it does replace much of the over-the-top gore of the last film Hannibal with a suggestive style of the original Silence of the Lambs. And screenwriter Ted Talley knows the Hitchcockian truth of scary movies. The gore of the screen can't compare to the imagination of the viewing audience. It knows what movie it wants to be, and it hits every note perfectly. And what better reason to give it 4 out of 4 stars. Parents and the faint of heart, you've been warned. Red Dragon is rated R for a reason.
That's all for this week. Join us next time right here in the front row. We're going to head back to the local theaters for more new releases. Until next time, I'm Bob Shultz for KQ2.